Autobots activate.
It's time for the main event! In the red square, like the Chicago Bulls of the 90s, this bot dominates its sport. And would have ruled that sport too, it just doesn't look good in shorts. Dennis Rodman couldn't rebound, Scottie Pippen would be defenseless, and Michael Jordan would never be the GOAT had this bull knocked him senseless. It's Minotaur!
Here comes the Brazilian bull Minotaur. Daredevil driver Daniel Freitas on the left, longtime captain Marco Mangiolaro on the right. Remember, Marco wasn't able to be with the team last season, so what kind of difference will that make here tonight, Kenny?
Well, Marco is the calming force for these guys, and like an offensive coordinator to a QB, he's in Daniel's ear every second of every match. He's kept their focus razor sharp this season, and it's helped them execute game plans to perfection. I think he'll have a big impact on this rematch.
In the blue square, captained by one of TV's greatest couples, who designed a killer bot that would show no love to Lucy or Ricky, put them in a different kind of plot. Zach and Kelly from Bayside, they died thanks to the beating that it gives. It rode all the way to Bel Air to take out Uncle Phil and both Aunt Viv. Give it up for Witch Doctor!
Witch Doctor, led by the husband and wife duo, Mike and Andrea Galately. And that young man in the middle is 13-year-old Will, pushing out the robot. Will is battling a rare genetic disease known as ALD. His dream was to come to Battlebots to meet his favorite team. Now, thanks to Make-A-Wish Foundation, he has got a front row seat to the fight of the season.
Yeah, what a night for the young fan to be here. He's about to witness some history. Now, Witch Doctor is going to try to take away Minotaur's center of mass advantage tonight with these new forks. They're designed to get under their drum and should help when they go weapon to weapon.
Good job, Will. That was awesome.
And while we've talked an awful lot about their last fight, this will actually be the third time Minotaur and Witch Doctor have fought. Minotaur won back in World Championship 3, so the series is tied 1-1.
That was the year Minotaur lost to Bite Force in the finals. These two teams, two of the best of the sport has ever seen.
And let's see who the other builders are taking in the rubber match. They like Minotaur.
And that makes sense. I think Minotaur is the overall favorite to win the nut right now, but I'll be honest, I've never seen Witch Doctor look this destructive. Mike and Andrea said they've only cranked the weapon up to 50% power so far, but tonight they're taking it to 75. Between the history and what's on the line, this should feel like a championship level fight.
Robots activate.
Let the bot battle begin. 3-0, 3-0. Two teams that have gone after it in recent years.
Oh.
Nice start by Daniel Freitas and Minotaur, Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely. And every time that weapon fires up, I get the chills. Minotaur getting all the way under Witch Doctor there, chipping away at the belly pan. This is exactly how they lost to Tantrum in the finals last year, Chris.
Yeah, Daniel Freitas dishing out some punishment here to start.
Oh.
Tearing up the front end of Witch Doctor.
Those forks on Witch Doctor are gone.
Mike Galately looking to reset. Oh! Great shot there to the corner of Minotaur.
What a counter-strike by Witch Doctor. Brilliant stuff there from Mike Galately. Minotaur's reeling from that shot.
And inverted as well, but look at the gyroscopic move to right itself. Whoa, another shot and ends up on its head to Minotaur yet again.
Yeah, I think Witch Doctor took the worst of that shot there.
Sai daí! Sai pro meio! Vai pro meio!
Uh-oh.
Oh, another incredible self-right by Daniel Freitas. and it looks like Witch Doctor may have some mobility issues now.
Yeah, something's going on with that right front tire on Witch Doctor. It's having trouble getting traction.
And here's Minotaur taking advantage, pushing Witch Doctor across the battle box, hitting it into the rail.
What a display of control by Minotaur in what has been a very close fight. Daniel Freitas leaning on Witch Doctor like a boxer now.
And there's the release as we cross the halfway mark.
Uh-oh.
You see a puff of smoke out of Witch Doctor. These two robots must be exhausted, Kenny.
Yeah, here's Minotaur pinning Witch Doctor again. This is straight out of a fighter's playbook. Daniel looking to catch his breath and try and change up the pace of this match. I'm not sure either team has much life left in its weapon, Chris.
And there's a little bit of movement from Minotaur's drum spinner, but now it seems to be dealing with an issue on its left side.
He's crab walking,
Yeah, Minotaur's lost half of its drive. Witch Doctor's weapon is completely non-functional. Now it's a matter of who can score points in the aggression and control categories down the stretch. This is going to be a pushing match.
Two of the best drivers in the world, two of the best teams in the world. They are laying it on the line here in this high-stakes rematch. So much energy expended, now willing themselves to the finish line. What is going to happen to the final 30 ticks?
Well, here Daniel Freitas trying to bully Witch Doctor around, trying to show superior control and aggression. Witch Doctor trying to push back, still dealing with that traction issue. That opening flurry from Minotaur really put Witch Doctor on the back foot in this fight, tore up its front wedge, and compromised Mike Lately's ability to drive the robot the way he wanted to.
Under 10 seconds to go. The battle of 3-0 teams, both dreaming of a 1 seed, but only one can remain perfect. We will head to the judges' scorecard.
Both teams moving back to their squares to show they are still functional.
Kenny, fans across the globe at this match circled the moment the schedule was released, and it did not disappoint.
My goodness, Daniel Freitas unloaded on Witch Doctor to start this fight, tearing up its front wedge and ripping off those new forks.
But how about Mike Lately with a counter shot that shook the arena, sent Minotaur flying into the short corner?
I felt that one in my chest, Chris. What a move by Daniel Freitas to narrowly avoid the follow-up from Witch Doctor.
After another huge collision, Minotaur turned it on. I thought really showed some incredible control.
This was unreal, Chris. Minotaur with the bull charge, steamrolling Witch Doctor across the box on that compromised tire. And I thought it was genius of Daniel Freitas to pin Witch Doctor against the rail, catch a breath, and show control in the process.
Big time pressure on the judges here. So who comes out on top?
Listen, aggression should be a split. I have Minotaur winning control, but as always, damage will tell the story. Both weapons went down, both robots were limping at the closing bell, but Minotaur did get to those front forks and chew up Witch Doctor's front end. This is going to be very close.
The results from the judges are in. The winner by unanimous decision is